Jimmy Donaldson was just like any other kid growing up in the small town of Greenville, North Carolina. He was curious, restless, and had a spark in his eyes that never dimmed. While most kids spent their free time playing outside or watching cartoons, Jimmy had a strange fascination. He was obsessed with YouTube. At the age of 11, when most kids were dreaming of becoming astronauts or superheroes, Jimmy wanted to be a YouTuber. If you like this kind of stories, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. It started with recording simple videos on his old hand-me-down phone. The quality was poor, the lighting worse, and the sound barely audible. But none of that mattered to Jimmy. He wasn't after perfection. He was chasing a dream. He would record himself playing games, doing silly challenges, or even just talking to an imaginary audience. He uploaded each video with hope, even if only 2 people watched. At school, he was quiet, not the kind to stand out. But inside, he was brimming with ideas, sketches, and plans. He would write in notebooks during lunch, brainstorming wild challenges, giving himself fake budgets, and calculating how much viral attention a certain stunt might get. Some classmates laughed, but Jimmy didn't mind. He was playing a long game. His mother, Sandra, was a hard-working woman. She raised Jimmy and his brother mostly on her own. She was proud of Jimmy's creativity, but also deeply concerned. She knew the world could be unkind to dreamers. She'd say, "It's fine to have a hobby, Jimmy, but you need a real plan too." Jimmy would nod, not wanting to argue. But deep down, he already knew YouTube wasn't just a hobby. It was his calling. By the time he turned 18, Jimmy had made hundreds of videos. Most had under 1,000 views, but some, just a few, started picking up traction. He was learning, studying analytics, watching how the algorithm worked. He wasn't playing games anymore. This was serious. After high school, Sandra insisted he apply to college. "Just get a degree, baby," she said. "After that, do whatever you want. But I want you to have something to fall back on." Jimmy didn't want to disappoint her, so he enrolled at East Carolina University. For a few months, he tried to juggle both worlds, attending classes by day and editing videos by night. But the pressure mounted. His grades started slipping, and worse, his videos suffered. He was spreading himself too thin. One night, after submitting a rushed essay he barely remembered writing, Jimmy uploaded a video he wasn't proud of. It bombed. The comments were harsh. "This isn't you, man. What happened to the old Jimmy?" He stared at the screen for hours. Something was breaking inside him. He wasn't happy. He was suffocating. The next morning, he sat down with his mom. His voice shook as he said, "I can't do both, Mom. I need to choose." She looked at him, confused. "You mean you're dropping out?" Jimmy nodded. "I've thought about this a long time. If I give YouTube everything I have, I know I can make it." Silence hung in the air. His mother's face darkened. "Jimmy, if you leave school, you'll lose your scholarship. And if you're not in school, you can't stay in this house. That's the rule." He felt like the ground was pulled from under him. "You're kicking me out." "I don't want to," she said softly, tears welling. "But I can't support a decision that might ruin your life. I've worked too hard to see you throw it away." Jimmy didn't raise his voice. He simply said, "Then I guess I'll go." He packed that night, just a bag and his laptop. He had no plan, no backup, no job, only a dream. He crashed on a friend's couch, ate instant noodles, lived off scraps. But every single day he worked. He studied viral trends, rewrote scripts, edited for hours, pushed through sleepless nights. He didn't complain. Some months, his videos got a few thousand views. Other times, they flopped completely. But he never stopped. He began uploading wild challenge videos. I counted to 100,000. I watched paint dry for 10 hours. Slowly, the internet began noticing. One day a video blew up. Not small-time viral, millions of views. Comments flooded in. Subscriptions skyrocketed. Sponsorship emails arrived. Jimmy stared at his inbox, heart pounding. Something was happening. Something real. He upgraded his equipment, brought in friends to help shoot and edit. With each video, he raised the bar, giving away thousands of dollars, challenging strangers, planting trees, donating to charities. People were hooked. He wasn't just a creator. He was a movement. But success brought pressure too. Bigger videos meant bigger risks. Some failed spectacularly. One day, after a failed upload that cost him $100,000, he sat in his studio, devastated. Was he pushing too hard? Trying to do too much? Doubt crept in again. Was his mother right all along? He called her that night. She picked up after the second ring. "Hey, Jimmy," she said, cautious. "Hey, Mom," he replied, voice cracking. "I know we haven't talked much, but I just wanted to say I'm trying. I really am." There was a long pause. "I know," she whispered. "I've been watching your videos." Jimmy froze. "You have. Every single one," she said. "I didn't understand it at first, but you're making people happy. You're doing good. And I'm proud of you." Tears streamed down his face. That was all he ever wanted. Not fame, not money, not subscribers. Just to make her proud. From that moment on, something changed in Jimmy. He wasn't chasing numbers anymore. He was building a legacy. He built a team, created a studio, hired editors, writers, and artists. Together, they made magic. He started massive charity projects, built houses for the homeless, helped small businesses, saved lives, changed lives, all through videos. And as he grew, he never forgot where he came from. One day, he invited his mom to his new office. It wasn't a room, it was a compound. Bright walls, buzzing staff, laughter echoing in every corner. He walked her through, showing off sets, costumes, props, even a mini indoor park. She was stunned. "Jimmy, this is unbelievable." He smiled. "You helped build this, Mom." She laughed. "I kicked you out." "Yeah," he said, hugging her. "And it was the best thing you ever did." That night, he sat alone in the studio. The lights were off, the building quiet. He stared at a wall covered in old thumbnails, his journey in frames. From a shaky, low-res kids video to massive global projects. The story of a boy who refused to give up. He thought of the sadness, the rejection, the hunger, but also the laughter, the joy, the triumph. He had followed his heart, even when it meant walking away from everything. And in doing so, he found not just success, but purpose. Thank you for watching until the end. You are amazing, and we would love to have you back. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for being with us.